Hello guys, so today we're going to start the function of the interaction. Remember, living beings do three life functions. The first one, the nutrition, we've already done it in the animal kingdom. The interaction and the reproduction. We're going with the second one, the interaction in the animal kingdom. Right, so the interaction enables living things to capture information from their environment. Okay, this information is called stimuli. All right, and these stimuli are captured by the receptors. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to study the receptors. Okay, but these receptors, okay, there are several types. Okay, that are cells that are specialized in capturing these stimuli, are going to send information to the coordination centers. Okay, these coordination centers or regulators are two systems that use this information to produce a response. Okay, these coordination centers are going to be the nervous system and the endocrine system, which we'll study in the following class. These coordination centers, when they have the information already processed, they're going to send it to the effectors, which are the ones that carry out the response. These effectors can be two types. Okay, a movement that will be done by the muscles or the musculoskeletal system, or the glands, okay, which produce a secretory response. It can be saliva, it can be sweat, it can be milk, okay, it can be hormones. It will be different types. We will study it in another class next week as well. All right. Okay, today we're going to study the receptors. All right. So what are receptors? Receptors are cells. Okay. Here we've got different cells that are going to be able to capture those stimuli we were talking about before. These cells are going to be, in most occasions, in groups, okay, and these groups are going to be forming the sense organs, okay, like the eye, the ear, the nose, okay, the tongue, the skin, or even the equilibrium, which is inside the ear. All right. The stimuli are going to be classified in different ways, but one of the most common is depending on the stimuli, the type of stimuli they detect. Okay, so we're going to study four types: photoreceptors, mechanoreceptors, chemoreceptors, and thermoreceptors. Right, photoreceptors. These are going to be the ones that detect light. Okay, in general, they're going to be eyes. Okay, and we're going to distinguish two main types of eyes. Okay, simple eyes like ours that are called ocelli, all right, that are in vertebrates and some arthropods and even some mollusks. Okay, or compound eyes, which are very common in most of the arthropods. All right, a simple eye detects one image. Okay, and it sends that image to the brain. Compound eyes receive lots of different images. Okay. Then we've got the mechanoreceptors. These are going to detect movement, okay, by touch, by pressure, by pain, by sound. Okay, yes, sound is a mechanoreceptor as well. Okay, and we've got lots of examples. For example, tactic hairs, okay, like for example the whiskers in the cats, or these hairs most of the arthropods have around the body. One sensitive organ we have already studied in the fish, okay, that's exclusive of the fish, and it's the lateral line. Okay, it's this line here, which allows them to detect movements in the water. The skinny mammals have lots of different sensitive detectors for the movements. Okay, for example, for cold and heat, but that one we'll study later. Okay, we can distinguish, for example, soft pressure, hard pressure, even pain. Okay, lots of different ones. Not only that, okay, we could include here, I'll not put any image, but we could include here as well the hearing. Okay, there's an organ that we use to detect movement in the air or equilibrium, okay, which allows us to know the position of our body. Then we've got the chemoreceptors. Okay, they're going to allow us to detect chemical substances of the environment. These chemical substances can be floating in the air, so in our case we detect it with our nose. Okay, this is going to be the olfactory system, and some invertebrates are going to use antennas, okay, like the moths. And then we've got the chemical substances that are dissolved in water or saliva, okay, and we find ours in the taste in our tongue, okay. In some insects, the mouth parts of the legs as well, okay. You've all seen how the flies use the the legs, okay, to detect the food they are touching. Right, then the thermoreceptors. These are going to distinguish temperature, okay, especially changes in the temperature. We've got a very exclusive one in the snakes that are called the pit organs, okay, that allow them to detect heat, okay, so they usually capture prey that are hot-blooded, okay. That means that they are homeothermic. Some insects in antennas, they can detect difference in temperature as well. And in mammals, we've got corpuscles in our skin that can allow us to detect if it's hot or cold. Okay, right, so that would be the first part of the interaction, the receptors. Okay, we have left the coordination and the effectors. All right, see you soon, guys.